Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about the choice between divorce and treatment. What do I mean by that? So let me share a call that came in through our intake department yesterday. And it was a husband calling about his wife. They're both in their early 40s. And the wife has been drinking pretty much since her early teens, 13, 14 years of age. The last 5 years, things have been really out of control. She starts the day with a drink. She has a drink with lunch, she has a drink with dinner, and she finishes with a drink. The husband has started to find empty alcohol containers being hidden throughout the house. And he has talked to her about going to treatment, and she's adamant there's nothing wrong with her. This is a normal social activity. And he said he can't take it anymore. And I said, I get it. He said, I've already spoken to a divorce lawyer, and I think I'm just going to divorce her. I said, okay, I get it. That is a very personal choice. I can't tell you whether or not you should divorce her. That's entirely up to you. And I said, but what's going to happen if you don't get her into treatment, irrespective of whether or not you divorce her? He said, she's going to die. She's absolutely drinking herself to death. She's having all kinds of medical issues. So I said, okay, how do you feel about that? He said, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. And I said, well, do you have children? He said, yes, I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, a son and a daughter. And I said, okay, how do the children feel about their mother drinking like this? And he said, they're struggling, right? They see what their mother is doing to herself, and she's literally drinking herself to death, and she's doing it in front of the children, and they're desperate. I said, well, how do you think they're going to feel if she dies? And there was sort of this pregnant pause, and of course, he got emotional, and understandably so. And I said, okay, so whether or not you divorce her, that's a personal choice, right? I'm not telling you what to do. The issue is, are we going to talk about saving her? Because there are 2 children involved here. I said, by the way, does she still have parents that are alive? She said, yes. Both her parents are alive. Grandma and granddad are still there. Okay, so it sounds to me like we have a pretty good reason to want to save her. And I think he clearly cares about her, still loves her, or he wouldn't have even bothered to pick up the phone and have a conversation with us. So, it's not sort of, I get it, and I've been through a divorce myself. I know what it's like to be in that horrible environment. You just want to get out. You can't take it anymore. I've been there. And so sometimes it's easier just to take a little step back, which is and have a chat with somebody in our team, because this is what we're here for, to talk to you about what your options are. But it sounds to me like, maybe the best option is to get her into treatment, to save her, right? She's 42 years of age. I mean, she's still young. She's not 72 or 82. She's 42 years of age, and you have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old that need their mum. And you might, at the end of the day, decide that you don't want to divorce her. You actually want to save your marriage by saving your wife and saving her life. And so then it becomes the conversation about, how do we do that? What does that look like? Well, it may be the Marchman Act. It may be the guardianship. It may be a combination of both, depending on what we need. Remember, I've sort of talked about in other videos, do you want a pickup truck or do you want a sports car? They'll both get you from A to B. But a pickup truck enables you to tow a boat, and a sports car doesn't. You might get there quicker with the sports car. So it's sort of like the sports car is the Marchman Act, but the pickup truck is guardianship, right? It gives you more options. And so I just want to share that with you, because it's very easy. You want to relieve that pain. And I really have been there myself with my former spouse, who also was a horrendous drinker. So look, if you are a husband, a wife, whoever, if you want to have a conversation about saving your loved one, right? And it doesn't have to be, drinking. It could be recreational drugs. It could be marijuana. It could be mental health issues. It could be a combination of all of the above. But you get the idea. There's a behavioral health issue, and this is somebody that you care about and you believe is worth saving. That's a conversation that we want to have with you. And if you call us, speak to one of our intake folks, they'll probably give you some options. If you need to have a consult with me or one of the other lawyers, no problem. Happy to schedule a legal strategy session and walk you through sort of the intimate details of what a Marchman Act or a guardianship or a combination of both would look like. But it really starts with you deciding that you might want to consider saving this person because you love them, you care about them, and they are simply worth saving. And if at the end of the day, you want to get divorced, fine, I'll give you a referral to a family lawyer. I'll give you the names of some folks I think can help you to get divorced. But the conversation with us is about saving them. And if that's the conversation you want to have, we're here for you. And with that said, I appreciate you tuning in. I would love a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, even better. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.